As we have completed with the modeling part, now we will be in this video we will be seeing for the defining the further part and assigning the loads and the restraint to our footing. Okay, so it is the fast version. So all the steps we have seen in the previous model. Okay, it is the only the fast way how we do. You can see this in the 3D format like this when you just click here on the extruded view toggle. Okay, on of it, and now we will see for the defining part. Click on this define in the menu bar. Here we have seen that the material properties, section properties, and modeled all the things. Now we will defining the load pattern. Just click on this load pattern. We will be defining here the dead load plus live load and wall load and the floor finish and ceiling plaster load. Just as the both the loads are being present here, dead load and live load. Here we will just choose here as the wall load, and it comes on the type of the super dead, and your self multiplier will be 0, and just click on this add new load, and here in this now we will be adding for the floor finish and ceiling plaster load. In it the type will be the super dead, and here we will be add a new load, and you can see that all the 4 load have been added. Just click on OK. Now we will be seeing for the load combination. As you know that there for the dead load plus live load case, we deal for the 2 combination, that is dead load plus live load combo, and the one that is the unfactored load combo, and the another is the 1.5 times dead load plus live load, that is the factored combo. Okay, basically how to do it, go to this add new combo. In it a window will open of the load combination data. Once again I will show you how we can do. Just click on this define. In define we go for the load combination. In it load combinations, in it combinations we choose here as the click to add a new combo. In it we choose here as the load combination name as the dead load plus live load. Okay, here in the combination type we choose as the linear add, and in this define combination of the load case, here we have to deal. Here we have to put all the load combination that we have defined for the dead load plus live load. Dead load and the super dead load are the same thing. Okay, just choose here as the dead, add there were the 4 combinations, so we have added the 4 load names. Here we are the live, here we choose as the wall load, here we choose as the floor finish and ceiling plaster, and here scale factor as the 1. And here always remember that in the combination type we have to choose here as the linear add. Okay, just click on OK, and you can see that the dead load plus live load combination has been perfectly added. Now we will be adding the 1 point factored load, that is 1 point times of the dead load plus live load. So how to add it? No need to go once again and choosing here one by one. Here it is the option of the choose this dead load plus live load, and just click here on the add copy of the combo, and in it here we have to make it as the factored load, that is 1.5 times the dead load plus live load. Okay, after the load combination name has been set, here the load combination type will be linear add only, and here in this all this detail of the load name will be the same, only the scale factor will be changed, that will be 1.5 times. It will increase for every load case. Okay, 1.5 floor finish and ceiling plaster 1.5. Just click on OK, and all the detail have been added perfectly of the load combination. Okay, as per the IS, you have seen in the previous videos also that as per the IS how we deal it. You can see here as per the IS code that is present on the load combination page number 68, that is the IS 456-2000. For the dead load plus live load or the imposed load, we have to deal with one combo, that is the 1.5 times the dead load plus live load, and for the limit state of the collapse and for the limit state of the serviceability we have to deal with the 1, that is the dead load plus live load. Okay, so as of now we will be now dealing with here as the dead load plus live load. Just click on OK. You can also add a default combination here. Just choose here as the concrete frame, and just choose here as the concrete convert to user defined, and just click on OK, and you can see that the 2 combination has been added, but I don't recommend it. You just add your own, that is this 2 combos for the gravity loads as per the IS code. Just delete this combo and just click on the OK, and you can see that the combinations have been assigned properly. Now the further step is that assigning the load, that we will be assigning the loads like the wall load, floor finish and ceiling plaster load, and the live load. And as per the previous models, you have perfectly known that what are the loads. We will just apply them in the fast format way. just click here on the select. In select we will be first applying the floor load, that is the slab load. Just click on this select object type. First of all we will be selecting the floors. Just click on this floors, just click on this select, then close this, and then after you can see that all the floors have been selected properly. Here we go to this assign. As we have to assign the floor load or the slab load, we just go to this assign. In this assign we go for this shell. It is a present option here as the shell. No shell, we have to go for this. In the assign we have to go for this shell loads. In shell loads we have to go for this uniform. In this uniform, a window will open like this of the shell load assignment uniform. Okay, in it the load pattern name we have to choose here as the live. Okay, first of all we will be defining here for the live, and here we choose here as the replace existing load. Here in the load we will be putting here as the 2 kN per meter square as the live load, as per which in the direction of the gravity. Okay, here are the direction we will be putting here in the form of the gravity. How this 2 kN per meter square came, as we have seen in this IS code, that for the live load, as per the IS 875 part 2 page number 11, this detail have been seen here. Okay, that for the residential building, all the rooms and the kitchen size, kitchens we take it as the 2 kN. For the balconies 3 kN, toilet 2 kN and per meter square, and the corridors and the staircase area 3 kN. But as of now we have seen that this part of the staircase and all that has been not present here, so we will be assigning 2 kN to do the slab. Just click on this apply and just click on OK. Then after you can see that the slab area has been assigned now properly. Okay, now we have to assign the floor finish and ceiling plaster load. Okay, for that we just go to select. No need to select once again all these things. Just choose here as the get previous selection. Okay, then after we go to assign. In assign we go for the shell load. In it we go for this uniform. In this uniform window will open of the shell load assignment. Here no, we have to check here for the load pattern name. We have to choose here as the floor finish and ceiling plaster load. Many of you will directly choose here as the live, but it is very wrong to do it. We have to apply it for the floor finish and ceiling plaster load separately. And here in it uniform load take it as the 1.5 as per the thumb rule. We know that kilonewton per meter square, 1.5 kilonewton per meter square load is been present. So how it came as per the floor finish and ceiling plaster, it is came with the thumb rule that the value of it is 1 to 2 kN per meter square. Okay, and we have seen in the previous video, previous model, all this detail. So we will be applying 1.5 kN per meter square directly here, kN per meter square. Just click on apply, and you can see that the all stories have been selected. Just click on apply and just click on OK, and you can see that by right clicking on this slab area, go to this load. You can see that 1.5 kN per meter square is the floor finish and ceiling plaster load has been applied, and the live load, that is the 2 kN per meter square, has been also been applied here. Okay, just click on OK, and like this way we add the shell load. Okay, then after we will be discussing the wall load. For the wall load we will be go for this select object type. In it first of all we will be undeform it to get rid of this. Just click on this select object type. In object type we will be selecting for the beams, as all the load is been applied of this wall on the beam only. Okay, so but one thing to note that the wall load is been present perfectly here in the format for the here, as the on the terrace level only the parapet load is present, right? And it is very much difficult to once again cut all that steps. Okay, so for that I just select this beams for the all story. Then I will just unselect this terrace level slab. How to unselect that terrace level? When it is selected in the all format, just go to this select. In select click here on the deselect. Okay, in deselect, here it is the format of the stories. Just click here on the stories. A window will open of the select by the stories. Here just choose here as the terrace level. Just here click here on the deselect, and as you see that the terrace level has been deselected and the rest beams have been selected. This is the advanced part. Okay, like this way we select in ETABS. Okay, then after we just go to this assign. In assign we go for the frame loads, as the beams are the frames, and in it we go for this in the frame we go for the distributed. Just click on this distributed. Window will open out the frame load assignment distributed. In it, we have to choose here as the load pattern name. It is very much important. Here just choose here as the load, wall load, and here just click here on the replace existing load in this option type. Here the load type and the direction, choose here as the forces. Direction, it is in the form of the gravity. And here in the load, uniform load, what is formula? Its formula is that density of the brick wall into thickness of the brick wall into height of the brick wall. Okay, so as per our current details, that this is the wall load, that is density of the brick wall into thickness of the brick wall and the height of the brick wall. We take the as the standard brick wall density as the 20, and thickness of the wall we will be taking here as the 0.2 as, and the height of it we will be taking it as the, so what we will be taking here as the density, that is 20 into height of the thickness of the brick wall. As we our beam are 200 cross 300, we will be taking it as the 0.2 meter, that is the 200 thickness of the brick wall. Okay, then after we will be select into height of the brick wall. What will be the height of the brick wall? The height of the brick wall will be the total height of this layout, that is the floor, that is the 3 meter. 3 meter minus the depth of the beam. So we need to see all this detail. Okay, just I will close here, just to close it, and I will once again see the height of the depth of the beam. So we will go to this frame section. In it we have seen that beam 200 cross 300 is present, so the depth is the 300 Just I will go to this assign. In assign, go for the frame loads, go for the distributed. In it, choose the wall load, replace existing load, choose here as the gravity, force, and here in it we have to put the values, just 20 into present into, that is the multiplication option is present here in your model. Okay, just click on it. Then after we just have to choose here as the 20 into thickness of the brick wall, that is the 0.2 into, as we have to take it in the meter format, and the height of the brick wall, that is the 3 total height. 3 minus what is 0.3, that is 300 so the total height will be 2.7. Just click on enter, and the value came as a 10.8, and just click on apply, and just click on OK, and you can see that the load has been applied on the all these details. Okay, like this way, and the terrace level has not been applied any load. Okay, like this way it works. To see it all the detail in the 3D view, just go to this display frame load assign, just click on it. Here choose as the wall load, just click on this apply. You can see that all the details have been perfectly assigned here. Of the 10.8 kilonewton load has been perfectly assigned. Just click on close, just undeform it, and now we need to assign the terrace level load, that is the parapet wall load. Okay, so on the walls. So for that we have to just select, drag and select this inner part. All of this part has been selected. Just right click and just choose here as the show selected object only. Here is the option of the hide selected object, and as you see that the objects are now been hidden. In the 3D view it is not seen. Okay, so let it be. Just select here, go to select object type. We have to select the columns, and just select them, and as you see that all the columns are being selected. Right click on this plan view, and just click here on this hide selected object, and as you see that only the parapet wall has been present. Like this way it is the fastest way to apply any load. And here we have to escape it, and here we have to choose the one story format, and just drag and select this area here of the beam. Then after we just go to this assign. In assign we have to assign the parapet wall load. So for that, go to assign. In assign, go for the frame load. In it we go to distributed, just click on it. In it window will open of the frame load assignment distributed. Here the load pattern name, choose here as the wall load, and here the forces, and in the form of the gravity, replace existing load as no load has been applied here. Just put here as the formula as the density of the brick wall into height of the brick wall into thickness of the brick wall. So the formula is 20 into thickness of the brick wall, that let's take 0.2 meter into height of the brick wall. As we usually take it as 0.6 or 1 meter. Let's take 1 meter. No, let's take 0.6 as it is a small building. Just click on enter, and you can see that 2.4 it is present, but it is very low, so we will take 1 meter height. Okay, so for that 20 into what is the thickness? 0.2 into total height of the recall. Let's take 1 into enter, that it is the 4 kN per meter load has been applied. Just click on apply and just click on OK, and all the load has been perfectly seen here, been applied. Okay, to regain all this all the material that is present here, just right click and show all objects, choose here. And to see whether all the load has been perfectly applied or not, here go to this display frame loads, just click on it here, choose as the wall load and just click on apply, and you can see that all the wall load has been perfectly applied. Just click on OK to see the shell load, that is the inside load is present or not. Just click here on this show shell load, here choose as the live. Here, as we have to choose see for the particular option only, just choose here the floor finish and the ceiling plaster. Just click on apply, and you can see that all the load has been perfectly assigned. Okay, now we just undeform it, and all the details have been perfectly matched. Now what is the last step for this after defining assigning part? That in the assigning part, the last step is the assigning the restraint to the footing. So assigning the restraint to the footing, we have to go to the foundation level. Okay, this is the foundation level, right? Just select all of this, right? Then after we have to go to this assign. In assign we have to go for this restraint. As you see here in the 3D view, all the details have been seen properly. Just go to this assign, go to joints, in it go for the restraint. In it a window will open of the joint assignment restraint. Here we have to choose here as the fast restraint as the fixed joint. In it all the translation into XYZ and rotation about XYZ will be on. After that, just click on apply and just click on OK, and you can see that by right clicking on it, you can see that the restraint has been applied here to this footing. Like this way we have completed our modeling assigning part. Okay, and in the further video we will see for the analysis, and then after we go for the designing. Okay, that's it for this video.